Well, hello everybody. Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or I don't know, day, wherever you're tuning in. I'm Lord Zath again. Welcome to the stuff. Sorry, I've completely forgot to post in my Discord that I was live. Derp. How are we all doing today? Putin is currently not here. My guess is he's been sick. He probably fell asleep, and I hope he gets some good rest. So you guys are going to be stuck with me for right now. Hello, Brutus. A couple of quick notes to mention. We are now on a 4-minute delay, not a 2-minute delay like last weekend. And that's because now we are in the playoffs, which of course means, now we get into the business of things, right? Chris's Bestel Talk, thank you for the follow again. Welcome on in. So let's talk a little bit about what those prizes look like. Here we go. There we go. All right. So the prize pool, I'll zoom in so you can see here. Depending on where they go, every player will earn doubloons and boosters. Not bad for a tournament where you just get a group of 3 together and see how it goes. Hello, Fun Feaster. How you doing? So this is a really cool tournament. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar with it, basically teams started and signed up as groups of 3. First day, they fought it out within a group, and then the winner of that group gained control of it. And the team names are adopted by that leader. So the leader for TCA, for example, won their group. UWTS won their group. You get the idea. And then there are 2 other teams of 3 that join into that team. So 3 teams of 3 form a team of 9. So Sunday of last week, we saw that team of 9 form and fight it out and figure things out. So that was kind of cool to see. What you're going to see today is the beginning of the playoff brackets. You can see here, our 8 teams have been placed into their appropriate brackets. Moin to you, Director, and hello, Bowdner to do. So we've got TCA versus UWTS. That's one we're casting. These are best of 3s. And then we move on to FFP and shots. And then from there, we go to Entity Guilty. And we finish with FSO1 versus BOW2. Okay? Sorry about that. So you can see there are 2 different brackets, essentially. There's the winner's bracket and the loser's bracket. These teams all won 2 of their matches last Sunday. Okay? And these teams lost 2 of their matches last Sunday. So basically, for the teams in the loser's bracket, it's essentially single elimination. They have to win or they're done with the tournament. Okay? The teams in the winner's bracket, get to, I guess in a sense, benefit from double elimination. So if they lose a winner's bracket game, they get pushed down into the loser's bracket, where they can still find their way to the finals. Okay, there are some awesome graphics here to kind of demonstrate that. So today we will figure out who teams 7, 8, 5, and 6 are. 7th, 8th, 5th, and 6th place. And then tomorrow we'll figure out 4th, 3rd, and finally 1st and 2nd. Okay. Now, because there's a 4-minute delay, as always, guys, please tell me if there's something wrong that I need to fix. The sooner you can tell me, the better. With a 4-minute delay, it's much more difficult for me to be able to, you know, make those changes, and then those changes carry through. A lot of people, hello, Torp Master. A lot of people get frustrated because they say, "Hey, something's wrong," and they say something's wrong, and with the normal 5-minute delay, you don't realize how long 5 minutes is until there's a problem. Quite frankly.
I think it's about 5 minutes.
It's about 5. Hey, there's Puddin'. Puddin' arrives. Hey, good morning. How are you, sir?
Oh, fine. My mic didn't want to work, and nobody in chat told me this.
Oh. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Bogey. You pulled a Bliska 44 from a container, Ouija. Congratulations. So Puddin has joined the chat. He is here. He's hanging out. We have 8 minutes until our scheduled start time. With a 4-minute delay, that means when you hear this, we will be starting from 4 minutes in your future. Are you confused yet? I do have a chat bot thing that kind of messages you guys when we get started. So keep an eye out for that. And I just realized I forgot to update that to 4-minute warning instead of 2-minute warning. So I'm doing that right now.
What was your first again?
We're doing TCA and UWTS. The room is already open under Martio Beach. Paul, hey, Luis. Not playing match. No, don't worry, Luis. You've been very helpful, man. Thank you very much. Like, I appreciate you. For those of you guys who don't know what Luis is talking about, I do have a sponsorship going on right now with Match Masters. If you type !Masters, you'll see a link in chat, and you can support me by clicking it, downloading the game, and playing through a little bit. If you don't want to subscribe or, you know, cheer or gift subs or whatever, and you want to support me, that's one way to do it, okay? Have I missed anything, Puddin'?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So one of the things that I'm going to test out then is I want to make sure that my ad break, my commercial break timer is working properly. Now, I'm streaming on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and Twitch. So if there's ever a case where there's a commercial break that starts and you want to make sure that you hear everything and see everything, the big brain play is to have me open on 2 ways. One is Twitch and one is another, say YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, okay? We do have giveaways going during the course of the stream. What you're going to do for that is just be following my Twitch channel and then just being active in chat, okay? You have 10 minutes to enter the giveaway. With a 4-minute delay, that means the earliest you'll hear me announce it is going to be with 6 minutes to go. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to press my commercial break button right now. And what I'd love to hear from you guys is if you do see ads, I want to know that you see it just after you hear me say that I'm starting ads. So I want to make sure that it's the appropriate delay that I've programmed in. Very important, after each battle, we're going to try to run a 3-minute commercial break so that if, say, TCA versus UWTS goes 2-0, we can find you a game 3 real quick, okay? And not have to worry about commercials. Okay, so I'm running that now. 6 minutes to go. Oh, so you aren't the only one who was running late today, but I was running late too.
No, I came perfectly right on time.
Okay. Gandalf.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I woke up a little bit later than I normally do because I'm like, I got everything set. You know, I don't need to do anything. And then I said, oh crap, it's a 4-minute delay. So I got to change my timings. I got to change my OBS. What were you saying?
Right. And when did you wake up?
7
Yeah, that's when you normally wake up.
No, I normally wake up at 8 something.
Not for
And then
tournaments.
well, tournaments, yeah. Tournaments, I normally wake up at 6, actually. Especially like COTS and stuff. Which, by the way, is next weekend. So, ship restrictions. We've got 3 ships that can be banned. In the finals, it will be 4. And we are now allowing up to 2 12-kilometer radars. I don't like that. I really liked how last Sunday worked with no radar. What did you think of
the
them, Puddin'?
finals? I'd like to see the finals with no radar.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I'm fine with them doing radar for this weekend, but next weekend I'd like to see the radar just gone. But there's 4 ship bans. Just ban the radar.
Right. Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why they would do 4 ship bans. And next week, what is it, 47 ship bans?
I don't know what they're doing next week for King of the Sea Trident Trials. We'll have to find that out later, I suppose. There are some additional ship restrictions. I mean, I'll let you guys read it because it's a lot to read. Electric with a 15 stream streak. Oh, no, that's Rob. Sorry. Rob with 15 stream streak. Congratulations, Rob. Thank you for supporting the channel. Three minutes to go. You got in, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good. So for this particular game, Trap and Haven were banned. Maps that were chosen were Sleeping Giant and North. Our decider map, if we go to best of 3, is going to be Ocean. And the ships that have been banned are Napoli, Kleber, Gdansk by TCA, and Nevsky, Brisbane, Svea by UWTS. What do you know? Almost all of those have radar. 4
I'm shocked.
of the 6. Almost like players got used to not having radar and like it for a change. Hey, Cobra. Gaelic, thank you very much for your sub. 35 months of support, Gaelic. Yeah, I like the change in pace, right? Of not having all those radars, players being able to use smoke a little bit more judiciously, right? And then the importance or of hydro or lack thereof, because we saw a lot of teams choosing not to use hydro ships last time, which I thought was weird.
I mean, hydro's just clearly overrated. From what we've seen in COTS, they only spot the torpedoes after you spot them, they go by. You know, what is it? Pick up the ones that will never hit you? God, do you remember when you could take a tier 2 into a tier 10 game and just make a Yamato's life absolutely miserable?
The Umikaze, because you would torp them, cause a flood, draw their DCP, and that was back when you could only have 1 flood, but that flood was like the death knell. As soon as you got a sticky flood, you were gonzo, unless you had a heal ready, maybe even 2. And yeah, I remember doing that. I also remember people playing tier 1 Eries in like tier 8 or 9 games and just watching them go pop. Those were the days, Puddin'.
I remember being in Iowa back when that ship was good, going up against 2 Rangers who just would not leave me alone. And sadly for them, I had a couple skill points in the AA when it worked.
Hey, there you go.
They were not happy.
Back in the good old RTS days when anti-air actually did something.
No, it's the dark days of RTS.
Now, for those of you guys who don't know these teams, TCA stands for Total Clown Alliance, which is TWA, Band CV, Penta, 3X. You've heard those names before in COTS history. And UWTS is the Unicums without stats, without the stats. Yeah, and you're going to see a bunch of people, you're going to see a bunch of players with different names. We'll talk about that briefly when we get into the game, I suppose. Would probably be the easiest way to do it. Hey, Barford. Okay, good. So commercial break will end, and then a few minutes, and we get into the game. I think we're good on that one. Okay, cool. I was just typing ready, but then they dropped, so that works. Let's see. TCA, I have to go the flipped side of things. Borgie's back. Perfect. Thank you, Borgie. Alrighty then. Let's get into the game. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our first look at the playoffs in the Enterprise I tournament. UWTS Unicums without the stats versus TCA Total Clown Alliance. Now you will see lots of different names like Tosh, TODN, in the names here because of the fact that these are press accounts, and the press accounts are written based off of the original teams that were signed up under. So all of these teams, these are teams of 3 players, so it's 3 teams of 3 players each that have formed up to fight under the banner of the team that won their group on Saturday of last week. So UWTS won that group, so UWTS is the team with the banner, and everybody else fights for UWTS on this team. UWTS has a Smalland, Marsilli heading towards the A cap. They've also got a Petropavlovsk with unique upgrade, a Des Moines with unique upgrade, a Gearing with unique... No, a Gearing without unique upgrade. Interesting choice. Also leaving 1 flag behind in port. Another Smalland, another Petropavlovsk. Remember, teams are allowed a max of 2 12-kilometer radars, but obviously there's no limit on other radars. And then we've got a Colombo with unique upgrade, and finally a Devastation. It's kind of built for tanky tank stuff. Quick reminder, banned ships from UWTS were Nevsky, Brisbane, Svea, and banned ships from TCA are Napoli, Kleber, and Gdansk, and that's for the entire best of 3 matchup. All right, Puddin, tell us about TCA, please.
Well, in the South, our Bravo team, we have a unique upgrade Moskva, a San Martin, and a Conqueror heading over to Apples. We have a Kratzen that looked like it was going to go B. It's probably going to set up the reverse into it. Then going to Chocolate is a Zorky, a Black, a Radar Minotaur, a unique upgrade Colombo, and a Conde.
This tournament, one thing that is different about this tournament versus COTS is they do allow super ships, and they basically force you to choose between taking essentially 2 tier 9s and 2 super ships, or 1 tier 9 and 1 super ship.
Important resets on Chocolate.
Yeah, Rios got detected in the Zorky. Bullcat trying to put that smoke train up for Hector's Des Moines. Unfortunately, Hector was forced to back off. It's gonna take a while before he can get back behind that smoke. Thank you, Luis, by the way.
Well, I don't know how effective... Uh-oh, did we miss
Colombo
something?
spoke. Yeah, look at Snackman's Colombo salvo, just 20k.
Yeah.
20k into Des Moines. He doesn't care what Des Moines' angle is when he's firing sap shells.
I mean, it could have been so much more worse.
Meanwhile, looking...
Definitely got to get the Des Moines into not his ideal position right away.
Yeah, he's going to make a loop around, which makes sense. UWTS does get into the A cap. He's within radar range, almost within radar range of the San Martin. He's within radar range of the Moskva, that's for sure. My guess is they're going to wait a little bit longer to encourage Hercules to sit in the cap, and they'll probably pop their radar just about now. Because then with the 6-second delay, they can still hit them. Interestingly enough, they chose not to do that. They're going to actually allow UWTS to keep the cap. I'm curious as to the decision-making behind that, but okie dokie.
Oh, well, it's really easy. The streamer said, hey, they're going to radar and get resets. And they're like, we'll show you we'll get resets.
Right. Now, the Conqueror here, Captain Jack Rob's, Jacob? His Conqueror has been getting handled by both UWTS battleships, the Colombo and the Devastation.
Well,
But
the Des Moines, I don't think is long for the life here. Deep in
yeah,
Kinney's radar.
yeah, Kenny Mod shoves his Minotaur up. We moved over just in time to catch that. We saw a lot of new Strashimis last week, but we haven't. We are seeing black here. Interesting choice. I mean, it's got the smoke, and it's got its own radar.
Well, I think the switch from Nestra to smoke DDs is just clearly because of the radars available now that you can use. So, like, just one small change completely goes right back to, hey, we know what ships to take.
Another sap salvo, this time from Snackman on Samura's Carmodiai's Devastation. That's a mouthful right there. And back over by the A-Cap, it looks like UWTS has sent 2 of their ships into the Thunderdome. Interesting decision there.
Wait, does that mean they have to fight each other for control of the Thunderdome amongst each other?
They have to fight each other to figure out who's going to die first.
Oh, that's easy. The guy who dies first. Well, Petro's got his hydro going.
Rias is quite low at 8,000. He's healing. That salvo did nothing. Bismarck O is the new focus fire target for TCA. Trying to get as skinny as he can. He's got both radar and hydro ready, and he's choosing not to use either. That just feels bad.
Well, I mean, he is on that exercise program to get skinny, like you say.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't have time to push a button.
Well, there's the hydro. But the thing is, like, he's got to know. Real King Cool Cat trying to come in and smoke up his Petro buddy. He's got to know that the black was nearby. What are we awing about?
Right, he's smoking what again?
He's smoking, I don't know, the darkness, because he's behind the Petro. And Samura's Devastation goes down to the Colombo. The power of that unique upgrade on the Colombo.
I don't think the Petro's long for life here.
No. But the nice thing is, now he's in smoke. Oh wait, there's radar.
He's in smoke. That's good. It only took until, well, it's too late for this smoke.
And there he goes. Well, I don't know, Puddin'. Doesn't look to me like TCA is gonna, or UWTS is gonna find a way to win this, huh?
Well, I mean, they just gotta kill 3 ships like right now, and well, it didn't happen, so it's gonna be difficult.
You got it.
Sad. It's time for big plays here. Just shove the Colombo into B and pray nobody's got radar while you smoke.
When it looks like this, it's time to just tell everybody to hit W. I don't care where you go. Just hit W, get in their face, and if you die, at least you go down swinging. If you just sit there and wait for death to come, it'll come, but you're not going to get anything out of it.
Well, I mean, you'll get a new ship for the next game.
Well, right. There's that.
Right. We always got to find a positive, right? We can't be toxic all the time.
You know, we try not to be. And there goes
Trying to say that with a
Hercules.
straight face on top of it.
Hey, it's nice when you don't have a face cam to, you know, have to try to fake it. 4 ships down now for UWTS.
That's what she said moment.
Yeah. Chat, by the way, we do have a giveaway going. Again, it's on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Lord_Zath. If you're tuning in on YouTube, Rumble Kick, get over to the Twitch channel. Make sure you're following and type something in chat. We need at least 10 people active in chat. There's 48 of you right now. So that's just under a quarter of you.
Hey,
Type
did you know
something
there's
for
a
a CC
Marcelli in
container.
this game?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, it doesn't feel like it. Like, Sam Martin did his job. Occupied a Marcelli that, you know, trying to decide what to do.
I mean, the real story in this game has just been, you know, the use of radars and, honestly, sap salvos from the Colombo just wrecking things. All the things. And there goes Revenge in the Colombo. Destroyer slap fight now? Between the Gearing and the Zorky. Something tells me the Gearing's gonna lose this one.
Well, I mean, we got this. Well, never mind. He just died.
2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and for a TCA win. Only one ship remains. That's Mr. Mox's Petro. I guess he didn't get the memo that we're all just pushing to try to make something happen.
He was trying to find first scare. It took him a while, you know. Stick can be a little, you know, temperamental at times for people.
Well, that's okay. Since he's the last to die, we can form up for our first death pick of the stream. Watch him get robo-copped from all angles. Moss is probably going to get him broadside in a moment. And that will probably do it. Oh, never mind. Got Sonus. Everybody wants the kill shot. Look at that. Everybody just unloading over this Petro.
Well,
An official Wargaming blowout.
I was going to say.
Sorry.
But more importantly, we start the day off with a Team Bravo win. No, just don't change sides.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed your first look at the playoffs. TCA looking extremely strong here. They have won this in the past. And of course, many of you guys probably recognized the names of El Snackman, Kinnymod, and Rias. All right. I'm going to do a commercial break just in case these teams want to get started right away and see how it goes.
I've never heard those names before.
Also, just a heads up, if you guys are looking for maximum prizage, you can also open another tab and get to my rerun channel. By the time the 4-minute delay hits, it should be going off now with the giveaway. Okay, same thing on the rerun channel. Just follow and just type something in. Okay, that's all you got to do, and you can double your chances of winning a prize. Okay. All right, commercial break. I'm gonna go now. I hope. Looks like we're gonna flip sides and we're on north next. What were you saying, sir?
That was a fast game.
Yep. With all due respect to UWTS and the players within that team, I had a feeling TCA was going to 2-0 this. Unfortunately, they were the only team, the only matchup that nobody else had picked. So I purposely let everybody else pick matches they wanted. And since this is the last one, I said, okay, we'll do it. And one of the possible nice things about it is if this goes 2-0, like it very well could, chances are pretty high we could find a game 3 pretty easily.
It's not going 2-0. Team Bravo's going to win. Team Bravo's going to sweep.
Well, I hope Team Bravo wins because it looks to me like that's going to be UWTS the next game. And I don't know about you. Personal opinion, I love game 3s. I love when matches go all the way to game 3. Now, Chief G-Man and anybody else, if you guys want to know more about the tournament, all you have to do is type !Enterprise, and you can see the link collection there and learn more about what the tournament is and how it's working out today and tomorrow and last weekend.
Well, I mean, tomorrow will be an interesting day.
I think so. I think so. So yesterday I had my window AC running the whole day, and boy was that handy. And today I'm already warm, even though it's pretty cool outside still, right? What is it? 56 out?
Yeah.
Chat, what's it like where you're tuning in? Yeah, it's 56 degrees out for me. High today of 60, that's it?
I was gonna say, I hope you're sitting down because it's the same for me.
I know. Wonder if I should open up a window instead of using the AC.
Definitely. Get some fresh air in the house.
Yeah, fresh air that also brings allergies. That's something that always bothers my wife, but I guess I could text her and ask her if she wants the windows open or not. I can open like I can open like one of my windows in my stream room. The other one has the AC, so I can't open that one. And then I have on the other side of the house, on the front of the house, I've got a couple windows I can open. So that allows for some, like a wind tunnel to come through. So
that doesn't sound like a go attitude of, I'll open the window, pull the AC out, put it on the ground, make sure there's a towel, for the condensation, just so I can have two windows open.
I mean, I could do that, but I'm on a second floor window, so it would drop a little bit. Prefer not to break it. I just got the damn thing.
Drop it. Like, what did you use? Somebody else to put the unit in? Oh my God.
Wait, what?
How many people did you use to put the window unit in? Should be a one-person job.
Yeah. Well, my wife and I, we got either side of it to make sure it didn't, like whatever, but...
There's grass below. You'll be fine.
Actually, well, yes, technically there is there? Right below. Let me think about this.
Well, aim for the grass.
It could be my my patio.
Oof. Patio's had enough problems with trampolines and other things flying into it.
Yeah, I already had a trampoline fly into my house once. 500 error says, I never win. Light cover, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. What's up with you? Have we gotten our draw winner yet? I don't think we have. Commercials have gone through. Good. Remind people about the rerun again. Yeah. And I'll post in the Discord too.
What's this heart thing next to your sub button?
What's the what?
There's like a heart in a circle, something about combos.
Oh, Twitch has started this whole combo. I don't know what exactly that is or how it works, but Twitch has started this combo thing. I don't know. Pedro Burrito won the CC container. We had 13 entrants. Congratulations. Make sure you tell us what you got there, Pedro. I don't know what Drop Goblin is like. All right, it looks like teams have now properly split on each side. Hello, Profile One. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Yeah, if you guys do have good moments that you see in the battle that you think are important, feel free to, you know, do the clipping thing or whatever. I do have an AI bot that looks for moments, and ironically enough, it likes to clip the moments of the like the intro video and stuff. It's like, you stupid bot. But yeah, if you guys see something important, something huge, then feel free to do the thing, because it does help me. Absolutely correct, Luis. 77 for Dagostine and 72 for NBA in Kansas City. 66 in Edmonton, Capellix says. Warmer in Canada. That's typical. This has been a weird summer for us. I mean, it's the last day of May, and it's 60 degrees for high. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I blame global warming.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're welcome for that, because I want to take all credit for global warming.
Ah, got it. All that smoking you're doing, right? That does it?
Well, I mean, all those holes I put in the ozone too, with holding just old hairspray cans down. Just be like, I'll show you.
F you, ozone hole. It's 8. Feels like a 7 in Melbourne. I didn't realize you were in Melbourne, Luis. That's awesome. I've been to Oz 3 times. Not to Melbourne, just Sydney and Cairns. And then I flew through Brisbane. My dad used to live in Melbourne, though, and he used to live there for a good while. Teams are writing up, guys. I think we're bringing you guys the next one very soon.
Oh my god, you did the NA thing and typed out ready?
Fine. There you go. Are you happy now? I did the plus.
When am I ever happy?
You're not. I know. That's all right. That's all right. So I think we're going to do the regular spawn this time. Yes, we are. Here we go, guys. Our second battle. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game 2 of TCA versus UWTS. Best of 3. TCA can sweep it right here on North. TCA has a Marsu, a Gearing. This is a COTS build Gearing with unique upgrade, as you can see. Ragnar with one less flag than necessary, I suppose. With range. Interesting. Kinimod reprises his role in the Minotaur with radar, so of course that's a Minotaur. We've got a unique upgrade, Moskva. A Petropavlovsk with unique upgrade and missing a flag. We've got a Condi. And then we have 2 tier 10 battleships. A Conqueror. Okay. And then finally, with Furious, that's what I was looking at. And then finally, a Libertad. That's full secondary build. Tell us about the UWTS pudding.
Well, to the Salter Team Bravo, we have a unique upgrade Shimmy, interesting there, completely built for torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
A Conde, looks like a Moskva also, and Ohio heading over to Apples. We have a Smallland heading to Bacon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's getting any sort of support, because the other Smallland, Petro, unique upgrade Petro, unique upgrade Colombo, and Marsilli are heading over to Chocolate. And shots out on a Petro already.
Yeah. They see him and they want him gone. But Nigder Slitzer's just going to casually turn and he'll be fine. This is one of the risks you take firing early like that, is you tell the enemy team where you are and you open yourself up for return salvos. So especially if you're in a cruiser going, you know, broadside to the enemy, you don't necessarily want to open up right away. One thing I find interesting is that the Moskva Hercules is not using the unique upgrade and is also running outnumbered, which just feels odd to me. Usually a Moskva, you're better off with top grade gunner.
Well, I mean, at least he's running reload, but I think the unique upgrade was just, it's way more beneficial as the small end is getting bacon because there's literally nobody that can reset him even if he did get radar.
Speaking of, he does get radared. And maybe a Condi can get the salvo through that. No, maybe Snackman. I'm looking. I don't see many other people that can hit Manastar's Smallland. Let's back off and see Conqueror. Ooh, Conqueror gets the resets. Just barely in time. Just barely in time.
Conqueror's definitely moving in position to try to get a follow-up shot.
Well, Manastar's still there. He really wants that cap.
I mean,
Hector Shimakaze detected. Ooh, torpedoes on the Ragnar! Oh, desync.
Well, he still has 2 more sets of torpedoes, and I'm sure he only sent 1 because he wants to send against the smoke cloud.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, Manastar does grab the B cap with his Smallland and fires a few salvos into the Conqueror just to say thanks for resetting me, you jerk.
Well, I find it weird that they're running 12s with the unique upgrade.
The Shimakaze?
Yeah.
Why is that interesting to you?
Well, you realistically a little better off with the 20s just because they reload so quick, but the gearing proves me wrong and says I'll eat the 12s.
Yeah. The thing about the 12-kilometer torpedoes is it's the right mix of speed and range. But you're right, 20s are maybe a little bit easier to play because you can be a little bit farther away from the smoke cloud.
Well, I mean, the other thing is like, you know, the 2 I normally associate with the reload for the shimmy is the F8s because just holy cow, the reload. Good luck dodging that if you decide to just go in.
Yep.
And like I said, the 20 because you're just trying to deny the area. Like his torps aren't really going to hit anything because he's torping too far away even from the smoke cloud. They don't even make it to the smoke.
Nope, I just saw that.
And if you're torping into a smoke cloud, who cares if they're 20? If nobody's in front, nobody's spotting them. And if you're in the smoke, you got hydro anyway, so it doesn't matter what range your torpedoes are. The hydro should pick them up. Agreed.
So what's UWTS going to do with C-Cap here? They're looking like they want to try to make their way up, but they're up against Snackman's Libertad, and that's going to be challenging, to say the least. Petropavlovsk shooting him with AP. Wow, look at all that damage. So much damage. Good thing he's using unique upgrade Petro.
I'm waiting for the damage. Like, did I miss something?
You missed the damage. Didn't you see it? Look at that. All 6,007 hit points. With the buffed AP and unique upgrade.
I think I'll be fine. Until the Libertard decides to get involved in this.
Yeah.
Well, the Marceli's at below half. So he's actually been involved for a change.
Well, the Condi kind of unloaded on him. So he's just chilling right now, waiting for his next heal to pop up.
Oh, Moskva's got the AP.
Yep. Why is Mr. Mike's moving? I guess they see the Libertad moving forward and they all want to die to it?
That doesn't sound like a good strategy.
It really does not.
Well, over at Apples, the Smallland has rotated over to cap that.
Well, he's trying to. I'm surprised he's not radaring back because he's on radar. But nobody can really do anything about it, I guess.
Maybe the Conde. So, yeah, he should have radared.
Yeah, I really would have thought he would have, but he chose not to. And speaking of radar, Kinney radars catches the Shimakaze bow in and slowing down. Not where you want to be when you get radared by a Minotaur. But they get first blood. They take down the Ragnar. Nicely done, Director.
What cost?
All the cost. Overturned. He overturned. If you would have slowed down a little bit and stayed due south, I think you might have been able to dodge a little bit better. Or if you would have just turned straight due north. He does take a torpedo, though. Hey, Tuber Chimpy. The tournament
Well,
of
the
rules
Marcellus-
final weekend. Yes.
I was going to say Marcelli's now on a ride or die island.
Is he? Let's take a
Yeah.
look.
Petro versus Moscow. He's got no HP to go anywhere, so it's ride or die, baby.
Well, meanwhile, Revenge is pretty much gone. I don't see any way for him to get back into like living, because everybody else is hiding, right? Marsilli, like you said, is hiding behind the island. Smallland isn't detected. Petro decided for whatever reason to just wave off and go that way. So yeah, everyone can just focus on Revenge.
Now, you know what they say, you can't survive against 5 ships. Unfortunately, Team Alpha only brought 4 for this, so it's going to take a little bit longer.
Yep. He does get the heal off, but that's it for him.
Smallland's caught on Petro radar over at Apples.
Yeah. Oof.
Bet you wish you had Superintendent now.
Yeah,
I'll never go
usually
through all 4 heals.
Usually on a destroyer, any ship really that has a heal, you want to take Superintendent if you can help it.
Well, I mean,
Get
even
more
that,
heal.
it's radar, more heal. Oh no. Kenny's going in smoke again. I wonder what they're going to do. Well, for Team Alpha, they're capping Bacon, and I don't think there's anybody that can reset them.
Watch this, watch this. Marseille versus Libertad. He's overturning. Where are your guns, sir? Your guns are looking the wrong way, bud. He's not even gonna get a salvo off. Snackman literally just drove around him in a circle. His secondary does manage to kill the Marceau at least.
Well,
There's the
there's
fire.
that at least.
And there's that as he fires a shot of HE. Okay.
Well, they push the Smolin off Apples.
This game is obviously much more competitive than the first one, but it's still looking like a TCA victory here.
Well,
UWTS has 0 caps.
I was going to say competitive, in my opinion, is a very strong word because UWTS has, I would, 0 map control.
Yes, but they've got some ship kills.
Haha. And how's that working out again?
Hey. The game's lasting longer, Puddin'.
Well, I mean, that's only because TCA can only kill things so quickly.
Well, this is true, but again, I think the Shimakaze Torp on the Ragnar really did good work. It's just, I think he just loitered too long. Oh well.
Well, we've finally got some combined fire going in on a Conqueror, but that's not going to last long with everybody else shooting the Moskva.
Good thing he's got outnumbered.
Well, I don't think any skill would have helped him there. Unless there's some sort of new cloaking technology for a factions tournament.
You know. But I think you see the impact of all these different radars being allowed back in.
Oh, you mean TCA went with what's tried, true, and tested for them, and a strategy and comp that they're very, very familiar with?
Yeah, exactly. Essentially, they're like, here you go. We'll let you play your COTS game again.
Well,
I have a feeling this is a preview of what we're going to see tomorrow, everyone. We'll find out.
You know what I think would have been interesting if they said, yes, you can only bring 12-kilometer radar and only 2 of them. Like, still ban the 10.
Mm-hmm. Ban all the other radars. That's what I had thought they were doing. But, apparently not. 1 minute to go for a TCA win.
Well, the small one's still alive over at Chocolate somehow. I think they forgot he exists. Well, never mind. He decided to open up because he can gun down.
I'm sure they just called it a wipe at this point. Just get over.
Oh, he has to be. Because if he was shooting Conde, wow, that was a wild miss. His first couple salvos.
Yeah, but you know what? He got the he got it where it mattered. He got the kill. Bismarck can now say he did his part for the team.
Oh, I was talking about the small end over at Chocolate.
Oh. Sorry, I've been watching Bismarcko and the Conde as Kenny Mod's Minotaur. He's just practicing. And there it goes. Eventually, it was gonna work. I don't think I got enough time, to fly on over. So, we'll get our death pick over here. Bam. All right.
Well, sadly, there goes our win streak of 1.
There goes the win streak of 1. That's right. Congratulations, the TCA, for winning our first round. And Puddin', you know what that means? We got to go and find ourselves a game 3 if there's one available.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something nice like bathroom break.
So I found FSO Bao 2. I'm going to hang out in there for a second. See if you can find one and just hang out in there too.